but not forever. When I interview authors on my podcast, Here's Where It Gets Interesting, I often ask them, when the reader finishes the last page and closes the book, what is it that you hope they know? And it seems only fair that I answer my own question. I want you to know that often the small are truly the mighty, that their stories may be eclipsed by a dominant sun, but that doesn't mean they aren't ours to discover auroras in the pre-dawn hours of morning. We should get up early. We should look for them. We should let the complicated truth of their lives wash over us and orient our spirits toward hope. I'd want you to know that great Americans aren't only people who existed long ago, their faces captured on a frame of black and white film. Great Americans live. Whatever year you are listening to this in, know that you are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses, people who see you and depend on your efforts. Our ancestors made a way in the wilderness for us, descendants they didn't even know, but whose existence was assured. They built benches upon which we can rest, so that we will not be discouraged in doing good, just as those who have come before us were not discouraged in doing good. Upon this path are the signs that point the way to liberty and justice for all. Some of the signs are but a child's drawing affixed low on the branch of a tree. Others are written in the neat cursive of a teacher, placed prominently for everyone to notice. Some look like signs of protest, hand lettering drawn on a placard. Some are simply an arrow pointing straight ahead. This way, they say. This way, down the path they forged through adversity, through the great unknown, through resistance, illness, trials, and tribulation. I'd want you to know that the weight of the world does not rest on your shoulders alone. Our unique skills, talents, and abilities are meant to be used in ways that only we can. Alexander Hamilton, Gouverneur Morris, and Catherine Lee Bates were incredible writers, and their words made America. Clara Brown and Rebecca Mitchell had the audacity to continue to hope, despite all evidence to the contrary, and the perseverance never to quit, even when people told them they should. Inez Milholland and Maria de Lopez used their speaking and organizational skills to help create meaningful change. Claudette Colvin and Rosa Parks were willing to stand up to injustice, even though it might have looked like they were remaining seated. Anna Jeans and Julius Rosenwald knew that a lasting legacy didn't have to mean your name on the side of a building, but that it came from improving the condition of others. Daniel Inouye and Norman Mineta knew the power of consensus building and what an apology can do. Septima Clark and Virginia Randolph knew that education is liberation, and an educated population is very difficult to oppress. I and the small and mighty people in this book want you to know that being a great American isn't dependent on fame or fortune. It doesn't require your name to be recorded in the annals of history or to appear on a ballot. I want you to know that the American experiment is full of ill-equipped people with the so-called wrong faces and the wrong life circumstances who just went for it. They just tried something no one had done before. They were willing to let other people watch them fail. They just did the next right thing. I want you to know that you should keep going. That often the biggest breakthroughs happen after the darkest nights. I'd want you to know that despite all the things Gouverneur Morris got wrong, like the unfortunate whalebone, there was something he got very, very right. America at her best is just. She is peaceful, she is good, and she is free. And it is us, the small and the mighty, who make America great. Not again, but always. I want you to know that there will come a moment in your life, a moment where you will be asked to choose. Will I retreat or will I move forward with courage? You'll realize, just like the people in the chapters of this book, that every experience you've had, every setback and heartache, every triumph and joy will all be used. The character that you've been cultivating will be called upon. And when that moment comes, whenever it is, I hope you'll rise to it. I want you to know that for some of you, that moment is today. I want you to know that we are the ones we've been waiting for, the small and the mighty.